Sophia Reynolds was a young, paralyzed billionaire who ruled one of the country's largest investment companies. After a devastating accident years earlier, she trusted almost no one. Caregivers, assistants, and executives rarely lasted a week. Her sharp words and impossible expectations frightened everyone, leaving her magnificent mansion strangely silent despite its endless luxury. One morning, Daniel Carter, a hard-working single dad, raising his 9-year-old daughter alone, accepted the position as Sophia's personal assistant. Friends warned him to refuse the offer because everyone eventually quit. Daniel smiled politely and explained that difficult people often carried invisible pain that others never bothered to understand. From the very first day, Sophia tested Daniel's patience. She changed schedules without warning, rejected completed work, and criticized every detail. Instead of arguing, Daniel calmly completed every task again. His quiet determination slowly confused Sophia because nobody had ever responded to her anger with such steady kindness. Late one afternoon, Daniel entered Sophia's office carrying important documents. While placing them on her desk, his eyes briefly noticed a framed photograph beside the computer. It showed a smiling little girl holding colorful balloons beside Sophia before the accident. The genuine happiness in the picture completely transformed his understanding. Instead of asking personal questions, Daniel quietly returned the photograph to its proper place after it accidentally tilted. Sophia noticed his respectful silence. Most employees always asked about the child, but Daniel simply smiled and continued working. For the first time in years, Sophia felt someone respected her private memories. Days later, Sophia unexpectedly mentioned the photograph herself. Fighting back emotion, she revealed the little girl was her younger sister Emily, who had died in the same accident that left her paralyzed. Since that heartbreaking day, Sophia had buried herself in work, believing success was the only way to escape grief. Daniel listened without interrupting. He shared that he had also experienced heartbreaking loss when his wife passed away unexpectedly, leaving him to raise their daughter alone. He admitted the pain never disappeared completely, but love could still grow around the empty places if someone allowed hope back into life. As the weeks passed, Sophia gradually lowered the walls around her heart. She smiled more often, attended meetings with renewed confidence, and treated employees with greater patience. Daniel never tried to change her through force. Instead, his consistent kindness quietly reminded her that healing always begins with understanding rather than judgment. The company soon noticed remarkable changes. Employees who once feared entering Sophia's office now felt respected and valued. Productivity increased, teamwork improved, and the workplace became filled with optimism instead of tension. Investors praised Sophia's renewed leadership, unaware that one compassionate single dad had inspired the transformation behind the scenes. Months later, Sophia stood before her employees during the company's annual celebration. She publicly thanked Daniel for seeing beyond her wheelchair, her wealth, and her anger. He had noticed the photograph on her desk and recognized the grief hidden behind it. The room erupted in applause, proving compassion can accomplish what power alone never could.